Lonely, cheerful. I think the opposite is lonely, by the look of it. I could do lonely and afraid. It should be more afraid, but she won't be pressured. Plus, other people really visit, but little except spiderwebs, yuck. Okay, so she should be, yeah, it is opposite of pressured. This is also where it gets difficult too. It's angry is the opposite of afraid, cheerful is the opposite of depressed, willful is the opposite of yielding, pressured is the opposite of lonely. So now she should be able to, she could do a little bit more faith. I buffed physical. Did I get, I haven't got a new outfit yet. That's fine. So I can actually do all these at the moment, but I won't get extra. Like, you can do these other ones even if they're not buffed. It's just, it makes more sense to do one when it's buffed because you'll get more. You'll get like plus a bit. So like dancing and reflexes, I would still like to get that up. I want to go talk to the lady in the castle, but I want to have some level of lumen knowledge before I go to talk to her. I practice walking on the arm of a partner and following their cues to pause and turn while keeping your eyes closed. You practice different partner dance positions closely held at a distance and non-contact, and the appropriate hand placements for each. You practice circling your arms and making kicking motions with your legs to stretch out your limbs. You practice bouncing motions with your arms and legs to increase muscular effect. I have a new outfit. Cool. As you're walking up the stairs, maid comes running down the holding a tower of pile of linen. My reflexes might be enough for this. Yes, my elegance is still shit. You swiftly step aside and let it pass. Cool. So what I want to talk to her, but it's still gotta wait. Yielding and lonely won't move that. Cheerful would go up. I'm trying to make her cheerful, but I'm also trying to I'm trying to buff some skills that I couldn't get last time. Maybe more lonely and afraid. But afraid will... Okay, let's take off one afraid. A peaceful ritual calm your heart. Okay, so new outfit. Tutu. Boost agility. Alright, so do we have... We don't still have that boosted up yet. I can't use weapons, but these are absolutely out of the fucking ballpark. Which would be good because I can get rid of them pretty quickly. Okay. I want my reflexes to basically be 100%. So let's get those up. I don't usually go to one section and stay in that one section. We did with the world stuff last time because I never really sat there and did that before. It was nice. Practice chasing a small dog through the castle gardens, leaping over uneven stones and dodging through branches. You practice touch blocking skills at full speed, deflecting hands before they can reach you. You practice running through the field, dodging balls that are thrown at you from all sides. You sit quietly in the center of the room, watching out of the corners of your eyes to see people approach you from a distance. There is a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. That's right, I could have done with the trade thing. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory mold cast type. With the system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of time it takes now, and copies to send all over the world. I don't know much about factories and trade. Would that really be worthwhile? We're not interested. That one's a shame because I'm pretty sure that allows us to get news and shit, more educated people and stuff. Let's get a little more willful and a little more lonely. You sneak out of the castle, have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. Alright, she looks pretty fucking willful now. Must be the highest one. So, how's that going to affect us? Her agility and stuff went down, but it's not that bad. Missing out of the inventing press. I know, right? I know. So for that one, for me to have got it, I would have had to have put stuff into trade. And I could have done that up until about a moment ago when this started getting into negatives. Trade and accounting and production and stuff like that would have given me the skills for that. There's so many things. Like, for instance, the last playthrough we did, like, knowing the court manners, I could have known not to have immediately put on a necklace given to me as a gift from a foreign. I could have, if I had, what was it? I think it was also court manners or something like that. I could have been very swift and graceful getting around the maid. And then, like, with that trade, I could have done better. Then we had, like, there's so many times where there's law and divination and stuff triggered, where there's stuff like flying around or like the light in the sky and stuff like that. If I'd known more about like magic and stuff like that, maybe. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in here that, like, the smallest little thing, but you have to kind of get it in the right order, but there's so many different ways to have a right order depending on how you want to do it. Like, for instance, the battle that we had, like, we didn't really have a battle. We just literally had like a whole nation declare war on us, and they're like, cool, give up or we're just going to absolutely roll yous. And essentially that's what happened. Previously, you can have naval battles, you can have on land battles. When you have those battles, if you happen to have experience in like strategy, logistics, and all sorts of stuff, and, you know, you could pretty much just have like, your person could go out and do medical, they could fight on the front line, they can do all sorts of stuff, you know. I see another avatar and you landed on you. Another 25 subs. No, to get the avatar on me is where is it? It's one of the individual incentives. So basically the way that works is from 5 gift subs up, we'll get an avatar or logo or profile photo, whatever it is, on my avatar for like a week and up. So that's kind of how that works. Whereas individual gift subs or 300 bits equals a name on my avatar and stuff. Like, it's a name on the avatar for a day, but it can be multiplied by like multiple days and stuff like that, or like whatever. I'd like to be able to give Andre another shout out right now because that's part of that, but Twitch literally is telling me I've got to wait like half an hour. So yeah, I have to do that. That's a lot longer than the other day. I was able to do shout outs a lot faster the other day. I have a bit of my water, hold on. Yeah, so pretty much for anybody that's like a streamer and stuff like that, having the character on, or having a logo or anything like that on my avatar and stuff like that is kind of beneficial in a way. It's fun and it's cute and like all that sort of stuff, but at the same time it's like good advertising and stuff in a way, because like you get to be on my character during an event where I'm like scrolling between multiple different games every day, streaming for like a certain amount of hours. Like, there's a lot of coverage there, but then after the event the videos go to YouTube, and then when they're on YouTube they can be for like a longer period of time depending on how they pan out over there and stuff. So sometimes like 1 week is 2 weeks, and a month is like a month and a half or something like that and stuff. And yeah, it's on YouTube forever then. So, you know, and of course, when it's on YouTube, I'm also like talking about them. I'm also talking about the things that they do, and, you know, it's good shit. But for me, it's just like, it's all good fun. It's something that I could play with. Like, I could only imagine if I get swamped with avatars. Like, that's not going to happen. But like, maybe one day in the future, if I did this again, like something like that would happen. But then like, what do you call it, when it comes down to like from my side of it and stuff, it's all support and stuff. Like, literally those 5 subs that Andre just cheered, they go towards like my birthday dinner in April and stuff, when the last bill in the billathon is due, which will be like around about $1,000. So yeah, at this point I'm gonna have a nice dinner. So yeah, we're already like over the 50 initial subs that I had set up for this billathon event, which honestly I wasn't expecting to get up there at all. I was expecting like really nothing, but I kind of figured that maybe a few people would like maybe resub kind of thing, you know, and like therefore like maybe stuff like that would happen. but not that much, you know. But now we've got like what, one sub away from fucking me having to add extra sauce to the last stab Hot Ones eating event later this year. So that's going to be wild. And then I think the next one after that is like the next 10 subs after that, so 11 more, is, I think that's another 8-hour stream. Yeah, it's a bonus 8-hour stream where you guys get to vote for what game I will be playing for 8 hours. So yeah, depends. Like I'm not expecting to get that either, but like if that one happens, I'd probably do that like next Wednesday. So it's not like right on the end of this, but it would give me like a couple of days to rest, stream a little bit, and then we'd do that kind of thing, you know. You begin practicing dance steps in time to music, quick and slow, turning and weaving. You work through a standard repertoire of ballroom dancing, making sure to know basic steps for any dance likely required in a social setting. I'm now attend ballroom dancing on the weekends. I don't think I've ever unlocked that. I know that was an option. You kneel with your hands pressed to the floor, then stretch like a cat, rolling your back up and down. You practice holding your body in stretch out poses in aid of your teacher to support your limbs. Bannon, Duke of Marie, Earl of Sennaerts. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will not be coming back. Thank you. I'll hydrate, Droll. I still have a bit of my energy drink, but I'm kind of sipping on the water at the moment. Just like, I'm a little bit thirsty. I'm getting a bit warm, but I also don't want to make the room cold because, like everything aches. So I don't want it to be cold and achy. Plus the other thing too is the gift subs and shit, they go towards shutting me up now, which is funny. So far we've had 1 minute and 5 minutes, and 1 minute somehow was worse than the 5 minutes. I don't know how, but it was worse. Like the 5 minutes was just like, I almost just didn't know what to do. Like you guys would have seen it while I was playing, and I was trying to make decisions and like I can't think because I can't speak out loud while I'm doing this. And like usually I just keep the thoughts to myself and stuff, but I'm like, if I switch it back internal, they're not coming back out till tomorrow or whatever. Must call for your aid. Exonite occupation in the country of Embryon has gone for too long. Now the time to push back. I know there's been some problems on, but I don't know the details. Maybe they're occupying South Marie. I know anything about military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I'll send for diplomats, Mixon, and try to come to some arrangement. Your Highness. And if I may ask, the necklace you're wearing, where did it come from? It's a gift from Duke of Sonata. Then you have made arrangements with him. What sort of arrangements? Your Highness, that is a courting gift. The man wishes to gain your hand in marriage. Oh, I didn't realize. Now you finished studying. So there was ballroom dancing. I always wondered why there was all these other rooms that were just empty. I guess you can actually just fill those out. Because I thought this was just like the greenery off to the side. And we got sports and stuff, which means there must be something for this. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Maybe 8? I wonder what's down there then, if that's the case. Cheerful and pressured. Okay. As a princess and future queen, you are the belle of the ball. You enjoy the chance to mingle with others of your social class and pampered and flattered by them. She looks like she's mostly afraid at this point. So, let's see. I can't do too much about this at the moment. She's slowly getting more willful and she's getting lonely. I need her to be cheerful to have social skills. These won't unlock unless I can get... Well, expression I think closes once you get cheerful. Because these two unlock under cheerful. Like I could put points into them now and there will just be 15 points. But if it's boosted by 1, I'll get like the additional points and shit from them. As opposed to like if it's negative and stuff, it will just negate the points that I'm putting into them. Like at the moment, I could basically max out dance and flexibility. I don't know if I'll need flexibility in the future, but I will need to know when I see the owl that it's doing something. But there was something with I think it's divination. And I can buff divination, so I think dance is high enough that I could bluff my way through that bullshit. Although I could literally just wipe them off the map, so hold on. Let's just get rid of those two. And then I'll try to do the face stuff, which I think I need to be lonely for that. I think, or willful. I think willful as well. Practice stretching. Oh, I didn't read the other one. Into poses and holding them in short periods of time. You teach to hold your limbs in slightly uncomfortable position for a few seconds. Encourage you to push carefully against the resistance she provides. Work on achieving a full straddle split with your legs straight and wide. Representation for accent is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up prizes they've won. You have full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. She didn't turn up last time, I don't think. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, Countess of Disoma. Oh my god, my brain. Hold on. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, Countess of Disoma. Let's get this over with. I just don't remember seeing you last time. Diplomatic from Ixon, Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, no. Forget about your unprovoked attack on us. It will transfer the rights to this little providence. Foreign affairs failed. You can be good neighbours again without any lives being lost. So, I wish I had saved right before this. I can't bluff Intimidate because she doesn't have royal presence. I can't offer her money because we need that for the war later. I think that would piss them off if I execute them. I wonder... I wish I had a save before this. So I don't want to surrender the Providence because I think that automatically forces me to lose. I can't do that one. I could do that one if they withdraw. I don't think I've ever tried to execute. Let's find out. And here you have our answer. Off of his head. Ship that back to Ixon. If they know what's good for them, they'll get out of my way. Fuck's sake, hold on. Maybe go talk to your dad. Happened to bomb the home in Crystal. It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine. Adding of magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want. But for now, you're still a child. Okay, we made a choice that didn't change this, but she did become a little bit more willful. So something in here should be way, way buffed. That is about as high as that should be. That went down. Lumen's up, but I can't do Lumen because it's not unlocked. I can do internal and external affairs. Foreign intelligence and internal affairs. Sure. Where was that? That was intrigue. Internal affairs, foreign affairs. I will have to buff up ciphering if I want to keep leveling those. Your maternal uncle's wife, the Countess Nix, claims kinship with the old Merva line. Originally asked your mother for a title and duchy. However, no one could verify her lineage. As a compromise, your mother created her brother as Duke of Merva. The current Duke of Cerna is 26-year-old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Telsey. So like I said, like, dude's 26, she's like 14. Usually I say politely decline and stuff. However, I do think he becomes an ally once betrothed. So, like army allies kind of thing. So he's probably good to have in the back pocket, but I just don't know who her alternate option is that she can dance with and shit. Because like they refer to him as her real partner in the lyrics of like this whole game. So I'm guessing he's the one that she's supposed to actually be with, because they've got like that like one or two little errors in this. Like for instance, the woman creating her brother. Like, it's a little bit weird. And then this one with her real partner and stuff, you know. You received report on the outcome of the battles against X Knights. You succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. Oh, I lost so many more this time. Last time we lost like 900 and something. We lost 1,000 this time. That sucks. I always wondered if this number was veritable because in some battles that I've done, it's been a lot lower than that. But it's still soldiers lost. So that's a lot of people we have to replace. Duke and Marie will be happy, but we could have done better. I also received a letter informing you that Talos Ducasina will be arriving for official visit next week. Cool. Willful's pretty high at the moment. I don't need her to be yielding. I need her to be pressured, I'm pretty sure. But if she's no, hold on, lonely. Angry instead of afraid, cheerful instead of angry, I think. No, I might have said that twice. I think it's angry instead of afraid, cheerful instead of something. I can't remember what. Depressed. So if we want her to be less depressed, I guess she's just going to go attend the service. It's not going to like massively boost her. But I need her to be cheerful enough, and where she is at the moment, if we keep her lonely and it's, yeah, lonely instead of pressured, yielding instead of willful. Okay. So we could do a little bit of yielding. That would reduce the amount of... Yeah, let's do that. Gonna make her a bit more depressed though. Fucking hell. This shit is complex as hell. Senior court sessions are not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important to your future. Nice. Cool, so, alright. So she's neutral. She's a little bit more depressed. She's a little less willful. She's a little bit closer to neutral. That are pressured or lonely, which should mean there's a whole bunch of stuff she can't do now. She can't do royal demeanor, she can't do conversation, she can do expression again. Athletics is a no. She can do all of the historical shit, it just won't buff her. And her faith has gone down. So, I could get the falcons and shit up. This stuff is great for like later and stuff, like decoration and stuff. I think helped her not be judged for being like excessively wealthy in the parade, but she needs fucking social skills and I need her to be cheerful for that. I could just waste it on animals for the moment. One more is going to hit that into falcons being maxed out, so if I put one on each on dogs and horses, it's such a fucking waste. I just feel like there's some in here that they feel like they're a waste because you have to buff them a couple of rounds. Where's the animals one? I can't see it. Hold on. What is it called? It's animal handling. Yeah, there's a couple that you have to buff up initially just to be able to do a thing. But the thing is only like needed momentarily once and you need the other skills to be later. Visit kennels, learn about the different breeds of dogs. You walk around the stables, meeting the royal horses, learning about the breeds, and names for different parts of their anatomy. Cool. So Talos Ducasina. Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. Her flattery. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was also pleased to hear that you had accepted my humble offering. A jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope there is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. The union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. So we're going to accept his offer because I think he gives us military aid. I would be honoured. Elodie, Your Grace, are you not aware that my daughter's is only 14 summers? It's my decision. Betrothal only, of course. There is no need to hurry. We have coronation to plan for after all. If I might be of service in any way, please send for me. I'd be happy to offer my protection in advance. Oh, protection and advice. My god, words. Okay, so what was it? We're trying to make her fucking cheerful. That makes her pressured now. These change, by the way, all the fucking time. Like, not all the time, but like they change so frequently. I think we'll go down here. I still need to visit Juliana, but I need to have knowledge of law and stuff to get a better outcome for being taught by her. Have something to drink, hold on. You sneak down the castle dungeons, amuse yourself by poking the locked up peasants with sticks. Poor fools. That was a bit fucking mean. She hasn't taunted them in there with sticks. Is it because she's angry and willful? What the fuck? I know that they sometimes change that, not usually depending on what mood you're in. But yeah, damn. That's a bit mean. So we can do conversation stuff, court manners, public speaking. What else can we do? I could do more. Intrigue is absolutely buffed right now. It's not like the best it can be, but we can get foreign and internal intelligence, and that's going to help me. There's a whole bunch of nobles trying to kill her. The last Duke of Mead was older half-brother of the current Duchess. His reign was brief, highly scandalous. He defied traditions to pledge himself as the life mate of the old Duke of Ursel, then broke that off only a year later. He retired to seclusion and died still unwed. The Duke of Marie has paid suit to the Duchess Ursel to no avail. Duchess' brother was opposed, as he will inherit if she dies childless. Your agents suspect that the Duchess Ursel is actually more interested in the Duchess of Hillis. Neither has ever been linked to a man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. That would explain the cloaked figure in the thingy, yeah. Domain and Sanja, across the sea to the west, have been steadily increasing in size and now controls a wide range of coastline as well as most of the navigable rivers. Political distribution in Tumblr in recent years has caused the distribution of the chocolate production, which is in benefit to Nova, particularly the Duchy of Kegel. So the funny thing is, all this information, like, it sounds like a whole lot of like whatever, but if you actually read all of these things, and like even if you play through and you just read these and make note of them, this is actually all really fucking important to the game. That's the kicker of this. It's the shit that I'm reading out is actually making a difference to like the decisions in the game, like for what I know and stuff. Mind you, I don't retain all of it, but I have played it a few times. So like I see information that ties back to other stuff, like, you know, the group of Kegel that do the chocolate and stuff like that. They're important. They, not that kingdom specifically, but somebody uses the fact that the princess doesn't know. Okay, so basically she eats chocolate and she assumes that it's a gift from the neighboring kingdom. And therefore somebody manages to assassinate her, basically under the cover of like another nation and shit. So there's all sorts of shit in here. You requested to stand judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder, and she requests mercy of the crown. Your Highness, this latter does... fuck this dick. Sorry, Kevin, Earl of Lowe. Your Highness, this Latin desires to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Cassandra, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? Never history failed. Yeah, that's not the Duchess. We literally just learnt about the Duchess. She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anybody could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice, it is. Them devils killed my brother and broke my man's heart. Lied to her, they did. When she went to... Sorry, this fucking dick. I hate how he talks. When she went to see why he'd not come back, said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. Okay, so basically this guy's kind of a liar. And might have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scandals. So, I asked him about her last time and he executed her. So I'm going to put her to work because she's not crazy. And it's still going to cause him to attack our country. If I execute her, I don't think he attacks our country. But I execute if I execute her, I literally just cut off some guy's head and then I'll be killing her too. I wish I had a save before this. If I had a save before this, I probably would have done a put it to work and then an executor kind of thing. But